everyone, and welcome back to the Rogers channel. And today we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black series, Saw Gerrera from the Rogue One line. Looking at the front of the box, this is actually the first, deluxe figure and the only deluxe figure in the Rogue One line. So it's pretty cool seeing, this huge window for him featuring some of the accessories he comes with, the Star Wars Black series logo up here, the name of the lineup he's from, and his name on the bottom. On the side of the box, he has some amazing artwork for the side mural, and unfortunately, being the final figure of the Rogue One lineup, there is no other figure as of right now. So, once there is, you can then add it right here to extend the mural. And in the back of the box, you get a bigger portrait of the character, a description, the number which it falls into the line, and some warnings. Here's the side of the box, bottom, and top. So I'll get him out and see what's inside. And here he is out of the box. And oh boy, he looks great. Like, it's a little bit different from what you're seeing outside the packaging, but once you have the figure in hand, yeah, you can definitely see the amount of detail and work that went into him. And with that said, I'll start from top to bottom. Looking at the head sculpt, it looks fantastic. I love it so much. You can see they got the likeness of his actor. And oh my gosh, he even has like the lazy eye right there in the printing. He has printing the eyebrows. He has a scar running across his face. The facial hair with the beard and the hair really brings it all together. But yeah, here's a closer look at that photoreal tech they used for the face. Really awesome job. And as far as that, finally they gave him, articulation right here. So again, nice amount of like movement you can see in the head. So he does go side to side, up, and a little bit down. Now looking at the torso, there is a lot going on. First off, he does have his oxygen mask, so that's really cool. And on top of that, it is made of a looser plastic, and it runs right here to this back little like oxygen tank, and then it does run through here, a separate tube for this bigger tank right here. He has this like navy blue sort of like armor plating with this chest piece. He has some silver, some mechanical parts going throughout it as well. He has like this little like strap or like this hook piece that goes inside of the oxygen mask. It has like a little small peg up here, if I can get it in there. But it's kind of interesting. Wouldn't expect that as far as like one of the accessory parts. And then it does come with this like soft good, or not soft good, sorry, a softer plastic for this strap connected to it. But yeah, he has a lot of gizmos and gadgets going throughout his armor plating. Again, there's some other things running throughout the back. He does have this cape that is made out of, like, I'm guessing a banner. It is made of like a softer plastic. I would have preferred soft goods, but for what it is, it's not that bad. And then there's the back of his torso. And yes, he does have a ball joint right here in the lower waist. So you're side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the arm does stick out right there. It sticks out about there and about there before interfering with the chest piece, as you saw right there, with this shoulder pad. But other than that, you do get some nice movement. He does have a butterfly joint to get some additional movement right there. His elbow goes up right here. He has a swivel at the elbow and articulation at the wrist and at the hand. The other side as well. Arm sticks out about there. You can kind of make it go all the way around if it's a little bit outwards, because it's not that big, that shoulder pad. Elbow goes about there. He has a swivel and articulation at the wrist and at the hand. Looking at the waist, again, there's a lot going on right here on this belt alone. He has this like beige sort of like colored belt, has a silver belt buckle right here. He has some little like straps and pieces like that. Again, that's where that oxygen sort of like tube's at. He has another one right here, and then he has a holster for his pistol. And looking at the legs, he is able to go into a full-on split. He can sit down right here, and his legs go back about there. And he does have a swivel on both of his thighs. And looking at the knee joints, he has pinless joints both on the elbows and the knees, so he goes into a kneeling position. And looking at the feet, again, this is a crazy amount of detail just going throughout the feet. So on his right foot, it's mechanical, so it has like joint parts going throughout it. As you can see right here, it has some nice color with this like silver and gunmetal gray sort of colors running throughout it. His other foot is, perfectly fine. He does have like this like I was gonna say like a house arrest sort of like ankle band. And then he does have a sandal right here on his other foot. Really neat amount of detail. But yeah, feet do point down right there. They point up, and he does have rocker ankles, so he has some cool action poses. Looking at the accessories now, he comes with a blaster pistol. Look at the pistol. This one is a very unique model we've never seen before. So for the most part, it comes in a silver color, as you can see right here. It's very chunky, almost looks like a Nerf blaster. And then you get some like brown strap for the grip, but overall, it is a full-on silver pistol. He holds onto it very firmly. And lastly, he has a walking stick. Looking at the walking stick, it's really cool. So it has like this sort of like brown for the wood parts going throughout it, and then it has some nice touches of silver with these metal attachments that he has for it. And he holds onto it very nicely. So as an overview of the figure, I gotta say, I know that I had, previously said before with the Stormtrooper that we last reviewed that he was my favorite figure, but Saw Gerrera delivers. I'm really impressed for it being, the only deluxe figure in the entire lineup that, the articulation and the accessories and even the amount of detail they put into him is spot on. And for being a bigger figure, of course you would figure out that maybe the joints wouldn't fit too good or things like that, but you guys saw he can actually do the splits, things like that. So yeah, he moves really well. I'm curious to see if we'll get a newer version of Saw Gerrera for the second season of Andor, premiering actually on this day that this video comes out. So I'm really excited to see where the figures will come about, if we're gonna get a new Saw or things like that. But only time will tell. But other than that, he is a really decent figure. And here you have it. Here is the entire Rogue One lineup on my shelf. Finally, they're out of their boxes, and as you can see, the display looks amazing. And this is what I usually mean whenever I end the video with showing you all how I display my figures. This is how I usually do it, with the boxes in the back and the figures in the front. And with that said, I'll go ahead and leave it here because I'm about to go and watch Andor Season 2, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But with that said, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you all on the next one.